Really like anything about playing Sherry. I actually love everything about playing Sherry.
She believes he is a good leader and he wants to do the right thing.
We try to keep the outrageous things in the show.
I'm Tamsin Sylvester, and this is a very special edition of Pure 24. On tonight's show, we're honoured to have Penny Johnson Jerald, better known to 24 fans as the magnificent Sherry Palmer. Ever wondered what it's like to play the woman everybody loves to hate? Well, now you've got the exclusive chance to ask her, so start sending us your questions now. Penny, thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited.
Thank you for having me.
It's like a state visit.
It is.
It really is. We're so happy. We've also an exclusive interview with Sherry's fallen adversary, Lynn Kresge, actress Michelle Forbes, plus an insight into making the show with 24's co-creator Jill Cerno. In the studio, we've also got 12 very lucky 24 fans here waiting to put their questions to Penny. And, of course, you can call in on 0870 24 009 24. That's 0870 24 009 24. You can also text, email or send us a DSAT message. Penny is here, poised to answer your questions. First, though, on to tonight's episode. We are 20 hours in. Jack's not dead, although we thought he might be. Yusuf is dead, and Lynn is kind of hovering halfway in between. When you saw the episode, Lynn falling down the stairs, when you first saw that one, what was your reaction?
Well, before I saw it, I read it, and I thought, oh, my gosh, they're getting rid of women. I hope I'm not next. That's exactly what I thought. It was a very sad moment. To know that she had this great allegiance to David and to just knock her down the stairs. I think what was most incredible, though, about that is when she's actually trying to let someone know that someone here is not quite right, and that's a very wonderful, tender moment, very sad moment.
It's a fantastic moment. Sneaky old Novik takes her hand.
Well, Novik is really believing that he's doing the right thing, but that's the only thing he can do is take her hand, because David would just get him out of there, you know, if he knew.
Very, very sneaky. We've got Daniel on the telephone. Daniel, what was your favourite bit of tonight's episode?
I think my favourite bit of tonight's episode was really seeing Tony coming back to being the coolness that he always has been in the last series as well.
He was very, very cool, wasn't he? And what did you think about the Jack thing? Because we were all kind of thinking there's no way they're going to kill him off.
Well, it was nice to see Jack live. I'm sure we can all appreciate that. But didn't he do it so well? It was just really no mercy. Just kill everyone that he saw. I thought it was so cool.
There's never any mercy, is there? Thank you very much for your call. Nabila, what did you think about? I mean, Yusuf, what a sad moment. There was a touching little moment there, wasn't there?
I know, Jack was so upset, I was so touched, and, you know, there aren't that many good-looking blokes on the show left now. You know, what are we going to do? We must introduce more characters like Yusuf.
I was really enjoying that little threesome as well, Kate, Jack and Yusuf. When a character leaves like that, do you have time for leaving parties? Because so many people leave.
No, we don't have time for leaving parties, but when a real important character, well, all of the characters are important, but when a series regular leaves, it's kind of like a sad moment, but you know that the audiences will still be watching because they want to know, well, who's going to be next, or how are they going to redeem this quality that is now gone. It was very sad when, you know, I learned that George Mason was going to be leaving. That was, oh, so sad. I mean, the moment that another redemption kind of quality, you know, giving up his life to save the world, it's just very special.
A brilliant way to go for an actor, though. What a great moment.
Yes.
What a heroic moment. I'm going to go to Justin in our studio audience. Let's work out what's going to happen to this microchip. What do you think?
I'm not sure. I think it's been stretched out quite a bit so far. I think he's really got to get his hands on that microchip, and we need to find out what's actually on it, and soon, I think, so that it can move forward and that we can go and catch up with this oil baron and find out what his real motives are.
What are you thinking of the oil barons? It's all very Dallas, isn't it?
It is very much. I think we need some really big, mean baddie like a year ago in the first season that comes in really late on and just turns the whole show round. I'm not sure if he is the ultimate baddie yet or not.
He's doing pretty well at it. Well, Penny, you've managed to turn Sherry into just one of the most notable television characters for years and years and years. How did you originally get the role? It must have... I mean, it's been fantastic.
You know, I was sent the sides. The sides are just pieces of the script because I didn't have time to read the script. And I went in this, what I thought was a back alley audition, and I thought, there's nobody else around. Maybe they're just giving parts away. And I met with these fellas, and they were fans from the Larry Sanders Show, and the rest is history. I wanted to ask first who was in it, who's playing the president-to-be, and they told me Dennis Haysbert, and I thought, well, I can work with that. I mean, Dennis and I had played husband and wife before in a series that we actually shot part, there was an English director, and we shot in Germany, The Writing on the Wall. And then we played again in Absolute Power. So Dennis and I have been paired together before, and I thought, we have chemistry, it should work.
So they saw you on Larry Sanders. You've done loads of other television, though, haven't you? What's different about 24? It's totally unique.
Well, 24 is a thriller of a ride. 24 is very innovative. 24 just keeps you guessing. 24, you have to stay on top of it. 24, you don't change your clothes for a whole year. And you're concentrating on character, and while the writers are concentrating on the story. So you don't have to get involved in that. You just have to really be and sell yourself as this person, and it's been terrific.
So you did season 1, obviously, main character. We then had to wait for 6 episodes to see you in season 2. It was hard enough for us to wait. It must have been really hard for you to wait.
I was really anxious because coming back and after the first season, the popularity of Sherry, I was thinking, I hope I deliver. And so I said, when am I coming back? I didn't even know. I knew that I was signed on for the whole year, but when is she coming back? And then I read in a paper, it said, the bitch is back. I said, I guess that's me.
Is that honestly how you found out?
In a way, it was. And so I wanted to know how I was coming back. And it was just incredible when I read, oh, this is how she lands in his life. She is definitely going to stir up trouble again. So I was kind of anxious and nervous because I really wanted to at least start at the level of where we left off last year, if not top it. And so I certainly hope we deliver this year. Or myself.
It was just a fantastic scene. We just see your eye.